Nicole is one of my most anticipated characters and she's finally releasing. Besides being aesthetically beautiful in her designs and animations, Nicole also possesses one of the best kits in the game. She can generate an 100% uptime shield that comes with attack buffs for your whole entire team, which opens up a lot more team comps for a lot of characters in the game. So in this video, I'll be testing out some characters that Nicole can possibly synergize as well with, and see how she impacts the meta as a whole. I play with both free-to-play teams, and also some premium teams with Nicole, and I gotta say, the results surprised me a lot. Keep in mind that all footages were recorded on a Luna VII Creator Experience server, and does not reflect the final version of the game. So please refer to the official release for the final content. Without further ado, let's get started. So before I get to try out Nicole, let me just see some of her attack animations. So she is a Catalyst character, and her attacks are pretty smooth, with very pretty animations. Charge attack, you pretty much just do a little, I guess, tea sipping for the flex after beating up some enemies. Before I use her Alonso skill though, let me just take a look at her stat. So right now I'm sitting at 3.7k attack, which is what I want to like show. And then her skill generates a shield basically. But not only that, she also buffs everyone on her team. So basically we got around 600 attack. And also her shield, I would say, is pretty tanky as well. So this will definitely unlock a few potential team comps that I'm planning to use. So the first team I want to try out with Nicole is obviously a Varka team, since I want to see how well Varka works with Nicole. And this team doesn't really have any healers, so hopefully Nicole's shield will be strong enough to not allow my teammates to take any damage. So for Nicole's burst, when you hit an enemy, basically there'll be an after image that also does coordinated attacks with you. So that's pretty cool. So I can see some animal damage as well, basically. Yeah, definitely like one of the most unique part about Nicole's kit for sure. I'm actually really liking this team. Okay, so since I'm using my Varka team with double Pyro, my Nicole is actually able to reach 4,000 attack, which is the amount that I'm actually looking for, so this is perfect. But hopefully with different teams that I built her with, I'm also able to reach this attack. So I kind of want to see how much attack she gives us. It seems like after reaching 4,000, you'll be able to get the maximum amount of 600 attack bonus, which is very nice. And this is for everyone in our team as well. So yeah, everyone is able to benefit from Nicole's buffs, which is something that I believe only Nicole could do. And with Nicole being a support character in general, there's so many teams I would like to try her out with. So yeah, let's just go fight some enemies and see how well each team will be able to fare. Alright, so one of the first enemies I will, of course, love to try is a local legend. Hopefully though, with this team, I'll be able to clear this without any issues. Chevrolet right now is only C0, so it's not really like that much of a investment with my 4 stars. But I like to see how this team will be able to perform as well still. Yeah, so without a Hexrite character, I'm seeing like Nicole's burst being like a little bit different. There's no after images of Lenny since he's not Hexrite, which is fine. I think it's a cool way to like, I guess, just reserve it for Hexrite characters only, since I have more of a relationship to them. But yeah, damage wise though, I'm seeing like around 50k, which is not bad. Because of course my build could be better. But I think one thing Nicole does well in this team though is the fact that she is able to generate a shield. And with a bow character like Lenny, who honestly wants a lot of like protection, I think this is perfect. Yeah, so I can maybe just not dodge purposely the next few attacks and see how well I can tank it. Yeah, like the boss just ran right through me and I didn't take any damage, which is very, very nice. Yeah, before I know it though, like I already did half the HP, which is actually very great. Then he also, with being able to self-heal, also makes him like a very strong teammate for Nicole. So I don't really need to worry about my heals as much. Yeah, I think this team though, definitely without any restrictions, is very strong. I see how fast I can maybe kill this boss. Seeing like 60k attack, 50k, oh, 100k, nice. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty quick rotations. Also, I'm sure some of you might not be planning on getting Nicole's weapon, so let me try a few free-to-play alternatives and see how well that will work. So the best free-to-play weapon I would say is probably the Oathsworn's Eye, but if you don't have this weapon since you managed to maybe miss an event or so, I think the next possible weapon you could use is the Flowing Purity, which is a craftable Fontaine weapon. So with this weapon, I am not able to reach 4,000 attack, unfortunately, so I just need to improve my substats a little bit more. But I would say this still kind of works, since you'll still be able to benefit from some attack that Nicole gives, but just not the maximum of attack. So another team I feel like will benefit a lot with Nicole is most likely a Xiao team, so let's just try this team out and see how well this will do. And I actually got a perfect boss to test this out with, but I gotta be a little bit more careful since this boss does a lot of damage, so... Hopefully though, with this spider-looking local legend, Xiao will be able to still beat it. Let's get my burst up first. Yeah, this is basically testing both Xiao and also possibly Nicole's shield strength, because I know this boss does a lot of damage. Okay, I gotta be careful. Alright, break a shield. Maybe I should have bursted first, since it probably would have been better for me to get my burst before this, but oh well, it's fine. Alright, damage wise, I'm seeing like around 80k, 89k with Xiao. Actually does a good amount of damage. Okay. I've so far managed to... Never mind. I was about to say, so far I was managed to dodge most of my like damage, but as soon as I said that, I just took damage, which is a little bit unfortunate. Still though, I'm actually pretty impressed with the damage though. I definitely don't have like the most optimal build on my characters right now, and I'm seeing like numbers that I'm like reasonably happy with. Well, there goes my shield, but it's fine. Alright, I also want to see how fast I can clear this domain. So in this domain, we'll probably get some plunge attack bonuses as well, which is perfect for Xiao. I'm wondering how fast Xiao can like actually kill this thing. So I'm seeing 100k now. I'm struggling to crit a lot though. But yeah, I mean, with this team, I'm able to do 100k at least. It's looking like my burst is like almost up, so I would say my build is decent. Xiao could probably use some work though. I mean, I managed to get a decent flower, I guess. So that's a start. Alright, so let me change Durance's build to a Deepwood Sex, because the next team I'm going to try out is Kenichi's team. Kenichi, I still need to master playing him a little bit. But with Nicole though, hopefully I'll be able to afford some mistakes, because she'll be able to protect us with her shield. Alright, so for the Kenichi team, my goal is to be able to beat this Capybara, which should be fine since Kenichi is pretty much made to fight this thing. Yeah, hopefully my damage will be good. With Nicole's shield, I'm hoping to also not take any damage. So, wow, 300k already? Nice. Okay, I'm getting dizzy. I don't even know how to play this character. No, okay. I actually almost hit 5 elemental skill, which is my goal. Because I'm still kind of trying to master Kenichi's playstyle as well. But with that being said though, I think I did a pretty decent amount of damage, all things considered. Alright, gotta interrupt the boss though. I don't want to get like headbutted. Alright, let's just start our rotation. Okay, let me just burst. I think I actually tanked a few hits from the Capybara. Oh, never mind. I got hit. I think that's fine though. Boss is almost dead anyways. Let's finish. Oh. I was trying to finish this boss off, but I don't think I can just yet. But one more blast should be enough. Yeah. Yeah, C2 R1 Kenichi doing 200k is not bad. With Yan-san also being at C2 only. And this might be my first challenge of this video. We're gonna fight this local legend, which is known to be pretty violent. So yeah, I'm counting on Nicole's shield to be able to like protect us. We'll see though. Since I just made her mad with my attacks as well. Ow! Okay, I already took damage on Fire Zone, which is not really ideal. But yeah. Caesar Wonder though. Still gotta like know how to play him a little bit. Because I'm still like not really that great. I mean, damage-wise though, I'm getting definitely carried by a lot of my sub-DPSs as well. Since Farazan is doing decent damage along with Durin, of course. Being able to like deal the majority of the damage here. I'm seeing like 40-something k, 50k charge attacks with Wander, which is like pretty nice as well. Yeah. This team also makes it so like I'm able to keep the boss like in mid-air as well, it feels like. That's definitely like something that is able to keep me alive. Okay. Still got destroyed, but it's fine. I'm still not used to like charge attacking with Wonder actually, but yeah, I mean this team kind of works well. I think the boss took a lot of fall damage as well, because wow, the boss just got erased. Alright, so next I'm gonna try out a relatively free-to-play team with Razor. Yeah, there's just so many teams to try out with. Like I can't really decide on who to even play Nicole with, but yeah. If you have any suggestions on who I should play Nicole with, or who you're planning to play Nicole with, then let me know down in the comments below. I mean, in the meantime though, I'm gonna be fighting Rocky. I've already like pretty much like whacked him out of his like stage. So yeah, we're gonna be fighting under the trees now. I can't even see the boss properly, but since I have Nicole's shield, I think I am safe. Okay, never mind, I'm getting punched. But thankfully though, with this team, I have Banana as well with me, so I'm able to kind of heal a little bit better, so I wouldn't really take as much damage. I don't really like how I'm fighting over there though. Kind of annoying. Alright, I think I'm good, so I just go out in the fields here. Let's see how much Razor can do. I'm seeing like around 30k. Yeah, not bad. Lots of numbers since I'm playing an overload team. You know, Rocky is like spamming everything. Still kind of able to dodge most of his onslaughts. And yeah. I think this team is really fun though. Definitely like try this team out since it's pretty achievable for a lot of players. Alright, let's try out the Spiral Abyss. Alright, so for floor 11, I'm going to be trying out Nicole with Venti. And just see how much damage she'll be able to do. So hopefully I will be able to see some good numbers here. 12 enemies, but I think Venti works perfectly in this Abyss as well. There's also like the projection as well with Nicole's burst. I'm seeing like over there that also contributes to some damage here. Alright, second chamber. Looks like there's 2 enemies here, so it should be done with 1 rotation as well. I still kind of want to see the after image of Venti's damage. Well, there's a lot of numbers, so it's kind of hard to see, but at least I know it's contributing. Well, floor 11 seems pretty easy. Seems like there's 2 Voltyea Citizen Mages in the end. That's fine. Alright, so for floor 12, I'm a little bit ambitious. I'm gonna try out my Razor team just to see if I'm able to beat the Abyss with 36 stars. So we're still using Nicole and Banette here. The boss is also pretty much like just great with Pyro teammates, so yeah. Hopefully though, this team should do enough damage. Alright, it's got rid of a shield. And wow, the boss immediately got like a huge chunk of HP deleted, it seems. Yeah. Very nice damage overall. And hopefully I can kill it before it puts out the shield again. Yep, nice. Alright, second chamber. Seems like there's no boss for the first time. Alright, I'm gonna get my burst out and then see my damage. Pretty good. Don't really care if the Citizen Mage summons a lot of like Citizens or anything, because I have very good AoE as well. Yeah, so pretty much with 1 rotation, I am able to defeat 1 enemy at a time. So yeah. Oh, we have a Primogem Bishop here as well. Okay. Interesting. It's fine. I'm still getting my burst back anyways, so even with the boss stalling, I can still like deal some pretty nice damage even. Yeah, I'm seeing 50k with my Razor's skill, and also my shield kind of protecting me. But Nicole actually works perfect here because like, oh, you're doing this? There's a shield. Yeah, so pretty much a very good character to have here. But I'm actually just very surprised at my Razor's damage output though. Like, he's doing like a lot of damage and like carrying me pretty much. I'm just gonna save my burst, despite there being like a boss as well here. Yeah, that was pretty fast. Alright, last chamber. Oh, the boss just jumped right through my skill. Nice. Kind of satisfying, like using razor to like kind of chunk away on the HP for this boss. Hopefully I can get a good amount of like the minions down. I kind of get bounced a lot because of my overload, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I think damage is decent. This boss does have a lot of resistance if you don't destroy the minions on time, so I'm kind of suffering from that consequences here. But I think the problem for this team though is overload pushes the minions away, so I'm just having trouble killing them. Okay, I think for this chamber, I'm gonna be bringing a different team since, yeah, they kind of annoy me, so I'm gonna have revenge. Well, I am back again, but this time with a vengeance. So I have a mono pyro Kree team, and I have Venti as well, so this probably won't be as bad, but we'll see. This team is actually pretty fun to play as well because it just does a lot of damage in general. Let's group the enemies up. Hopefully I'll be able to get all of them though. Yeah, way better. So if you destroy the minions, the boss will lose like its resistance essentially. So yeah, that's pretty much what I was trying to go for. Am I gonna summon him again? Oh, never mind. I didn't even have a chance to summon it. Well, even though I wasn't able to beat the whole abyss with Razor, I was still able to demonstrate Nicole pretty well. Alright, so next I'm going to be trying out the Fearless Legion with Nicole on all the bosses to see if she'll be able to just carry me through everything. So let's just start with the first one and go all the way down. For the first one, I'm most likely just going to bring Nicole's team with Varka and just see how well this will go. Alright, so we got a Wolf. Varka pretty much works perfectly here, so we shouldn't have any issues. Damage-wise, I'm doing pretty good. Seeing some 100Ks here. Yeah, so I'm pretty impressed with the damage so far. Also, Nicole has a shield, so far I haven't taken any damage, I don't think. Oh, as I was about to say that, I just got jinxed again. But yeah. Otherwise, though, everything else is going pretty smoothly. Seeing like a lot of pyro and animal damage here as well. It's going to jump in the middle again, it seems like. Yeah. I don't think there's any issues, though. Gotta get rid of a shield. And then continue on my day. Ooh. I actually see a 200k here as well. Yeah, not bad. Happy I can still like pretty much clear it on time, even though it takes me like around 118 seconds to clear it. But that's the first boss checked off. Alright, for the second boss, I'm gonna bring a Kree team. Hopefully this will be enough DPS wise. But with Bennett, I'm a little bit scared because of the fact that I might get vaporized since I'm sitting on top of the circle right now, so I'll get vaporized. But I'm just hoping that Nicole will be able to carry us with her shield. Yeah, it's looking like my shield is actually protecting me pretty well, actually. I got like slapped a few times and I'm still like not taking much damage. So I'm pretty happy. Okay, there's a shield, but hopefully I will be able to destroy it. Nice, okay. I would say that's pretty successful. Alright, let's get all my bursts back out again. Okay, I actually stood on the boss's attack and I was able to get shielded by Nicole. Yeah, like, took me like 2 vaporizes before I actually started taking damage. Hopefully this burst will be able to do enough damage. Although this boss is absorbing everything, so that's kind of bad. I'm just wait, did it heal? Alright. 17 seconds left. Hopefully I'll have enough damage to clear it. It's getting very close though. So 10 more seconds left. Let's do my burst again. Wow. Another like very close clear for sure. 170 seconds here. I'm happy that I was able to clear it though. Alright, so for the third boss, I'm gonna be trying out an overload team. Just to see if I will be able to hopefully defeat this thing. Barza is definitely like one of the best electro fullers, so yeah, I'm hoping that she'll be able to come in clutch for me. And so I got to destroy these 2 dings, it seems. Alright, managed to destroy it. Pretty nice. I think I also got a pretty big chunk of damage off by destroying the 2 elemental summons, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, like I'm seeing Nicole doing a pretty good amount of buffs to my whole entire team, so it should be a clear this time, but I'm not sure what kind of other mechanics this boss will have. So hopefully it won't be that troublesome. Yeah, 40 seconds left with the boss barely having like 10% HP left, it seems. Barza is doing pretty big chunk of damage as well, so yeah, this is looking like gonna be my fastest clear so far. But yeah, Nicole could pretty much clear all 3 of these bosses with a proper team, so that's pretty nice. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out this video where I started a brand new account attempting to beat Genshin with characters nobody plays by clicking on the video here.